While it was something I never imagined ever having to do, I did urge my brother to resign when the time came. My position has never changed. I never misled anyone about the information I was delivering or not delivering on this program. I never attacked nor encouraged anyone to attack any woman who came forward. I tried to do the right thing, and I just want you all to know that.
CNN host Chris Cuomo breaking his silence on the potential conflict of interest in the lead up to his brother Andrew Cuomo's resignation as governor of New York. CNN anchor has been taking flack for his part in private calls with the governor's top strategist during the height of the recent sexual harassment scandal that brought Governor Cuomo down. So can we expect CNN to hold Cuomo accountable? Joining me now to discuss is the founder of Young Americans Against Socialism and a contributor here at the First TV, Morgan Zegers. Morgan, great to see you.
Thanks for having me back, Buck.
So it feels like we have these conversations in the conservative side of things about, oh, look at this, a conflict of interest or lack of ethics or whatever. Should we actually think that they're going to hold Chris Cuomo accountable for journalistic standards violations here? I feel like he's part of the club.
Yeah, oh goodness, no. We're going to see no accountability held there. I mean, Jeffrey Toobin just did a really weird thing and they brought him back like right away to start talking about other people's scandals, and I thought that was just so funny. I will say, though, Chris Cuomo comes across so disingenuous in this. I was watching his original apology when it was first airing, and I was like, this sounds like when a boyfriend cheats on you and is telling you that he would never do something like that, and he's asking for your forgiveness. I just don't believe the guy.
And here we are, though, being told that the Cuomo resignation is somehow proof, I don't know, that the Democrats, clean up their own house, so to speak. I think that they believe that this ends up with a kind of win for the Democrat brand, even if it's damaging for the Cuomo brand. But do you foresee there to be any introspection from the media about the fact that this was the guy, Governor Cuomo, taking a break from Chris for a second here, that they held up as a hero of the pandemic, and even after all the allegations came out, they were willing to keep talking about him like he was possible presidential contender?
Of course, Buck, I'm not going to fall for their lies, for their games anymore. Let's be honest here. Cuomo is saying that he is stepping down because there were sexual harassment and inappropriate behavior in the workplace allegations, when in reality, this has nothing to do with that situation at all. He is using this situation and the Me Too movement and these women that are thinking that they're seeking justice. He's using them to get out of a much worse situation that would happen if he was actually held accountable and investigated for the nursing home and COVID-19 authoritarian practices that he played out over the last 2 years. So he's using the women once again to get out of a worse problem. And I think it's an absolute shame. There's a lot of women right now thinking, oh, we just won something for the Me Too movement. No, you're being used.
Yeah, it feels like the Democrat brand at a national level in terms of being the lockdowners, the Fauciites, the people that listen to the science, that is preserved in a sense here because former Governor Cuomo, or soon to be former Governor Cuomo, has resigned only because, at this stage at least, of what we know of the sexual harassment report that came out against him. It wasn't because of the nursing homes yet. And since there's no reckoning with that, it feels like there's no justice for the families of those who were put in undue harm because of the Cuomo executive order about nursing homes.
Exactly. First of all, I don't mean to dismiss what happened to those women. I think it's great that they spoke up. And if you behave like that in the workplace, it should not be allowed. I've experienced it a lot myself, and I think it's really important for women to stand their ground on this. So good for them. The problem is that he's using this situation to get out of being held accountable for a much worse situation. The fact that thousands of people died because our governor, I'm from New York State, I'm from upstate New York, actually, he ordered COVID positive patients into nursing homes and then directed his administrative staff to start hiding that information. So they hid numbers from the population. It's very serious what he did, Buck, and he's trying to get out of it.